Amorim wants to speak out. Apparently, according to reports, he wants to wait until the end of the season before opening the lid, before thanking people, releasing a statement, whatever you want to call it. He wants to do it at the end of the season, according to reports. All right. And also, the reason why he doesn't want to do it now is because he doesn't want to take away from Man United's season. He doesn't want to destabilize the team. Bro, don't care. Keep it. Don't need it. I don't need it. I'm not being disrespectful. I supported you at the start. I did the Monclizzy. I did the Dior. I did the Givenchy. I did the Prada. I did the Off-White. Yeah, I did it all. I did the Goyard. I did the Louis. Whatever it is, I did it. I supported you. But Arsenal Grimsby, I was done. And I'm quite fine to close that chapter. You don't need to speak. You don't need to. Really and truly, the people that backed you right until the end, maybe send them something in private. Maybe what we could run up is a subscription where you could sign up to a mailing list where if you want the thanks, it can land in your inbox. You can opt in or opt out. Do that. Then there's some people saying, can't wait for him to lift the lid on the Glazers and cuss Wilcox and all of this stuff. Because there was a part of that. Not letting us off the hook. But I don't need Amorim to tell me. His imprint on the team for the last 14 months, which has been completely wiped out in 3 games from what we should have been doing, is enough for me to just move on. I don't care. I know some people were very offended saying he didn't even thank the guys who stuck with him and this, that, and the other and rare. I don't care. I don't care. Whatever. It is what it is. Smash a like on the video, people. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. We are going to be talking about this, though. And I want to know, first off, do you care? Do you even care? Some people do. Some people are like, listen, he owes us that. I rode out for him all the way, and at least he didn't even say thank you. There were some people from the Amorim outside that were like, all you Amorim inners didn't even get a hello. Now people, get a goodbye. Then some people are like, see, it's not that he doesn't love us. It's not that he doesn't care about us. He's just still got our best interests at heart. He just doesn't want to destabilize us because we're on such a good run. It's just respect to Michael. Shut up, man. Shut up. Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry, actually. I'm not. It's bullshit.
Flip-flop. Yes, good morning, folks. Welcome back to the Morning View. Be sure to smash a like on the like button. Be sure to subscribe. It's going to be one of those shows this morning. I think it's going to be one of those shows. It might be a bit of, not the morning view, but rather the moaning view. It might be one of those this morning, yeah? Add in an extra letter. But one thing we're not going to moan about, yeah, that is our health. That's something you got to take seriously, yeah? And that is something that you do want to have a conscious correspondence with all the time, Flex, yeah? You've got to be in tune with your body. You've got to be speaking to yourself. And frankly, at this time of the year, people have been doing the New Year's resolutions, but some haven't started yet, and their body is crying out. Their health is crying out, going, now is the time to get on track. Now is the time to reach my goals for 2026. And how am I going to do that? What's going to give me the helping hand? A little bit of a starting push. Get me out of the blocks how I need it. Oh, wow. Let me tell you something about Optimum, Fleck, yeah?
Today's video is sponsored by our friends at Oxford Natural and their all-new natural supplement, Optimum Day and Night. Thousands across the UK, USA, and beyond are smashing their health goals with Oxford Natural. Optimum Day gives you steady energy, curbs your cravings, and keeps your metabolism firing all day. Optimum Night helps you relax, get restorative sleep, recover, and keep burning fat while you rest. It's not a magic pill, but it will help you reach your health goals. Check out some of the incredible results. 2 of our own, OWEN, lost over 100 pounds in 10 months, and KG dropped 30 pounds in 4 months. In 8 months, football legend Michael Owen lost 35 pounds, and Robbie from AFTV, Don Robbie, lost over 80 pounds. And in 6 months, Anita, an award-winning immigration lawyer, lost 44 pounds, and Linda, a law firm executive, lost over 50 pounds. No gimmicks, no needles, just results. Oxford Natural, let's get to work.
Yes, unlike Ruben Amorim, just results say. If you haven't already, scan the QR code right there. You can subscribe. You can save up to 70% off your first order. You can click the link in the video description below. It's pinned in the chat. Takes you to the landing page. Gives you all of the info and the case studies for your Optimum Day, which is good for your weight loss goals. For your Optimum Night, which is good. That was very like... You know, if a spotlight could come in at that point, that was very dramatic flex. You can get your Optimum Night, which is good for your restorative sleep as well. You can get them individually or combined, any which way you please. You can get Optimized today. 1, 2, 3, say it together.
Optimized.
You have to reach out really far when you do it.
You do, and then you've got to bring the optimization in towards you.
And bring it in and just go optimize. Yeah, that's what you
like a lap pull down.
Yes. Get optimized or a pull up. You're pulling yourself up. Yeah, you're pulling yourself up towards your health goals, right? And then touching them and coming back down to reality because you're optimized. That's what it is indeed. Yes. So Ruben Amorim, of course, we've not heard anything from him. Radio silence. We've seen an occasional smile when he's been walking around post Manchester United life. And for those that Flex mentioned that are like, why is he not talking? Why hasn't he spoke? Because occasionally, you know, when managers get sacked, they put out a statement, sometimes through the LMA, the League Managers Association, sometimes through their agent, or sometimes just, you know, through their own social media or something like that. They put out a statement. Sort of Erik ten Hag did it, if you recall. I think it was through Seg, wasn't it? There was this big like picture on Instagram, and you know, you see it all the time. Ruben Amorim hasn't done that just yet, and it's led to people going, why? Why? No, I'm not going to break into song like Tom Jones, but why has he not said anything just yet? Well, we have a bit of an explanation as to why maybe he hasn't said anything just yet. I'd flex back in. There you go with the watch call it in the thingy. According to Chris Wheeler and according to Nathan Salt from the Mail, they have said that a well-placed source in Portugal has told Mail Confidential, Sport Confidential, that Amorim is set to wait until the end of the season has wrapped up before breaking his silence on how it rapidly soured at Manchester United. Amorim has no desire to disrupt or affect the remainder of United's season as Carrick looks to steer them back into the Champions League. And there is obviously a huge sense of irony that comes with this, Flex, isn't it? As the man who is the poet and the man who often... You know, one of maybe the highlights of his Manchester United tenure was his ability to use words and come up with phrases and sayings, you know. The storm is coming. The good times will come. He is the poet, as Cristiano Ronaldo said. The poet is staying silent. There is certainly irony in that. What I will say, and you kind of touched on it in your intro there, Fleck. How early are we in the video? 8 minutes. Who gives a shit? You know what I mean? Who really cares? You know what I mean? I think it goes back to this sort of weird sort of parasocial relationship we've kind of developed with managers over the last, 5-6 years, whereby it was like it with Erik ten Hag. It was like it with Ruben Amorim, whereby we've gone from the antithesis of player FC into manager FC. And, to the point that when Ruben Amorim or Erik ten Hag were sacked from their jobs, people were devastated. You know what I mean? It's like you'd gone up to them and, their pet had passed away or something. They were awful. Oh my God. I can't believe it. I'm devastated. I'm crushed. And then because of the weird parasocial relationship, when the person they're in love with, doesn't message them back, leaves them on red effectively, people are very upset by it. Now, I look at it two ways. One, it might be genuine from Ruben, whereby, I don't want to sort of disrupt a lot of the players I like. I brought some of the players in. There are people that work there that I like. There are people there that work there that I don't like. But I want to ensure that they have the best season possible. So I'm just going to wait. I'm just going to wait till the end of the season, and then I can say my piece. Okay, fine. The other part of it is, as someone that, what's the phrase? You can't bullshit a bullshitter. As someone who myself, I would consider myself, I can be very lazy. Yeah, I can be very lazy. And when you've got a sort of convenient excuse there in front of you, it's very easy to use it. You know what I mean? So, Ruben, why haven't you said anything? Well, I'll just wait. You know what I mean? I'll wait till the end of the season. It's not the right time now. And you go, oh, so it's just because you don't want to say anything? I'll just wait till the end of the season. Yeah. You know what I mean? Why don't you do that work in the garden? It's winter at the moment. It's no point. I'll do it when the weather gets Weather gets a bit nice. Have you taken the bins out yet? When do they get collected? Tomorrow morning. I'll do it in the morning then. You know what I mean? I'll do it in the morning. It's fine. It's no problem. You know what I mean? So it's just like, I don't care. You know what I mean? We've moved on. What's Ruben going to say that's really going to sort of sway things or change things? There's nothing he's going to say that's going to frame his
tenure. This is the thing, though. But then some people are saying, if someone said it there, I put it up on the screen. You know, if you don't want to hear from him, it means you don't want to hear about this board. It means you back the board. If you know, where's this? There you go. Rodney says, if you don't care to hear what he has to say, then you okay with this board? And then now there's this thing that's basically like, you do know, like, we've seen this dossier. He's going to come out and out all of them. He's going to come out and say how shit Jason Wilcox was, and say it was all his fault, and give this sort of breakdown of like where communications went wrong, like it's an autobiography. Who said that's going to happen? Who said that's going to happen? Yeah. What he's probably going to do, let's be honest, what he's probably going to do is just say, I didn't get the chance to, I want to take this opportunity now the season's over to thank you for your unwavered support while for my time at Manchester United, this special club, whatever, wish you all the best in the thing. He's not going to put out a statement. And if he does, I will stand corrected and obviously we'll talk about it. But he's not going to go in this statement. It's very important that you know, when I first came to the club, Jason said to me that Then after the Newcastle game, Jason came to my office and said, he's not going to do that. Now, listen, whether he goes on Portuguese TV and starts doing some interviews that throw up some different things, we'll talk about it. But to just presume that, one, it means that you're assuming he's just going to tell all in this first statement. And two, you're basically saying if you don't want to hear from him, it means you like the Glazers and you like Ineos. It's just ridiculous. How about this guy's done enough talking? How about all he did was talk and not deliver? So how about we're fed up of hearing from him? And it's probably best this way, actually. I'm glad he's taking the opportunity not to. Just don't. Just take the severance money like he did, smiling in the snow. Now he's back in port. Go sail off into the sunset.
I think also this idea that he's going to come out and he's going to, like, you know, heavily criticize Omar Barada, Jason Wilcox, and the Glazers. The guy just got, was it £10 million compensation, something along those lines? Yeah. He ain't going to say shit that's negative about that, because that's probably part of his exit. You know what I mean? You know, compensation, because you have to negotiate these kind of things, right? You know what I mean? You have to negotiate.
Done okay.
Ruben didn't.
At Psychic Larry super chatted £4.99. Lads, talking is the content. Course we'd want to hear him speak. We're here listening to you two speak, and you didn't manage my club, and I love yes.
I mean, I'm not really sure how that one makes any sense, to be honest. You know what I mean? I think what there, Larry. What? I think actually, what you're saying is you want to see him speak, not we. You know what I mean? You're here watching this morning because you want to hear Flex and myself speak. You want to hear Ruben Amorim speak. I don't want to hear Ruben Amorim speak. I don't care about whether he speaks or not. I don't think because one person wants to hear him speak, that's the entire, you know, fan base. You know what I mean? So that's more for you, I would suggest. You know what I mean? That's more for you.
So Larry's saying, you know, I like to hear you and Owen.
Yeah,
like you didn't manage my club. I love you.
Exactly. Yes, me. You know what I mean? That's not everyone. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's the sort of better way of framing that. So when you're saying we're here listening to you two speak, you didn't manage my club. You want to hear Ruben Amorim speak, but a lot of people don't. You know what I mean? A lot of people don't want to hear him speak. So I don't think there's this from just look. I think Flex and myself can only sit here and give us our opinions. For me,
my opinions. I don't care.
I don't care. Yeah. There will be people that do care, you know, fair. Well, clearly there are people that care. Look how fucking divided the fan base has been. Even now, and I know people will say, oh, that's a minority, and it's not. Even now, there are some within the fan base that are actively waiting for Manchester United to lose to do a kind of weird victory lap. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Yeah. A weird victory lap is like, I saw one this morning. Someone like quote tweeted it because it was quite a big account and they were doing basically the sort of victory lap after we drew with Burnley of you wanted a back four, you wanted Cobby in midfield, you wanted this and you wanted that. Are you happy now? You've got it. You know, radio silence for like 3 weeks. You know what I mean? radio silence, because it's not about that. So it's the same thing. It's the same thing that some people are waiting for Ruben to speak because they want to be vindicated still. Somewhere deep down, you know, they were half right or partially right or whatever, even though the team's, you know, objectively at the moment, better off for it. You know what I mean? Better off for the decision that was made. Now, how we got to that decision, I will still heavily criticize Ineos, right? Because let's be honest, they've fallen into a bit of good form here, haven't they? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This wasn't any great
It's not a
direction
masterstroke
by Ineos. This wasn't they saw the writing on the wall and they sacked him. They were actually content with results and content with, you know, performances. It's because things blew up with Ruben that they sacked him and then went on to Carrick. And now we've turned into we've actually got some results together. We've got 3 wins together, which is the most that, you know, Ruben could manage in over a year. Carrick's done it in 3 games. But yeah, for me, I don't care. Some people will, obviously, but it doesn't change anything. You know what I mean? It doesn't. This is the thing. It's like when Ronaldo came out and did the interview, and he was like, "Oh, basically, the Glazers have left this club to rot, and some of the equipment's here that was still here when I was here like a decade ago." We all know that this isn't new information. That's the reason there are protests at the weekend. That's the reason why I put out the thing going with a load of other content creators. United is broken. And supported that campaign too. We know this. You don't need Ruben Amorim to tell us that the club's a shit show, or Ineos is a shit show. We finished 15th last season. And also, don't let him come out and pretend that he wasn't a part of it as well, because this isn't a separate issue. They were all together. They were all together
Owen,
doing this.
You don't know what the statement's going to say, because it could be an apology. It could be, I'm sorry for the last 14 months. You know, I accept my responsibility, and I'm sorry it didn't turn out how we wanted it. I'm sorry. So you can't say he's trying to take himself away, because he might be about to say sorry to us. So you should be ready for that and receptive of that.
Yeah, if he does, fair play. But it's not like, again, he was still involved. This is what I don't understand with. I've never understood it with the Ruben Amorim tenure, which is this idea that he was kind of like some of the fans have him like separate to it. So when we would lose games, it had nothing to do with him. Or we were 15th, but that's nothing to do with Ruben Amorim. Of course it was. Of course he's not the whole issue, and he was never the whole issue. But he picked the team. It was his setup, 3-4-3. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like, you know what I mean? It's like the results were partially due to him. He's the coach. You know.
And another thing, yeah, like Show says, yeah, we have to go off the man that we know. Yeah, this is a man that, for as much as like the things that I liked him for, because I'm not going to rewrite the history. I'll be honest about everything. I really liked that freshness, the honesty, the way he connects, the way he speaks, obviously the way he dresses. I get all of that. I fell into that trap. But I liked the way he communicated. But what I learned as it went on was that actually it was one of his biggest downfalls. But one thing I do know is what the man is like about sticking by what he thought was right. And there's no way, I will say this now. Could I be wrong? Yes, my feeling, my opinion. There's no way that if you offered him the chance to do this differently, I don't necessarily think he would have, in terms of this is my system. I'm still going to do a free flight. If you offered him the job again in a different lifetime and said you can do it differently, do you think he would come in and not have a philosophy that is that? I know he said it. He said it because he said he started changing when he realized certain things. I praised him for that. I remember I was doing videos like, Ruben's changing. He's adapting. He's doing this.
But again, you were told at the time that you were wrong.
No, he's not.
He hadn't changed.
I was wrong.
He's not changed.
There you go.
He's not changed anything. This was the bizarre nature of it, Flex, that Ruben Amorim would say stuff like, I have changed, or I have done stuff differently. And then literally people would listen to his words and say, no, he didn't say that. So already that kind of makes whatever future statement it is irrelevant. Because even if, Flex, you're saying about apologizing, even if he came in and went, look, guys, I'm really sorry about like the last sort of 14 months. It was shit. There would be a portion of fans that would go, no, he didn't say that. He didn't apologize. He didn't apologize for that. And you go, but he did. You know what I mean? Like you said with the whole because he said that too, didn't he? Goes like, I've learned a lot over the last year. You know what I mean? I learned a lot over the last year. But then it was also this, would I do it differently? Maybe, maybe not, because he got to this point where he learned so much. Remember Omar Barada saying that? It was a good thing that he came in mid-season and we had that 15th season because we learned so much. What did we learn in the end? What great learnings did we take out of
exactly? We learned that all our players were in the wrong position, and that was never, this whole thing 3-4-3 was never going to work at this football club. That's what we learned. Garnacho says, "I don't give a mother, Flex." I hear what you said there. There you go, like what Psychic Larry was saying earlier. But care to know, don't care that he's doing it or not. What? So you don't? But Psychic Larry, you were saying that you want to hear him speak, but then earlier, this was what you said first, 9:13 a.m. You said this. So you saying you don't care that he's doing it or not, but then later on,
but you want to know what he says.
We'd want to hear him speak.
To hear him speak.
And then you also said in the normal chat, I want to hear him. But then the first thing you said was you don't care if he does it or not. Where are you at, Psychic Larry? I'm not sure I don't know where you are.
I'm not sure that you can care that whether he's doing it or not, but you care to know what he has to say. Yeah, it's kind of the same thing. Yeah, that's the same really thing.
Psychic Larry, we're not psychic like you, so we can't read your mind. Can you clarify your position, please? Because it's hella confusing what you're saying. I didn't even see this super chat yet. By the time you read the one that got automatically read out, it skipped obviously from this one. So we're going back now, and right at the start of the show, you're basically saying don't care if he's doing it or not, as in don't care anymore. And then you basically said that you do. Let us know. The next super chat, members chat, shall I say? Shout out JP. 43 months of UV. Big up, everyone. Is this the year Owen goes carny? You guys on Carnival in August, Owen?
Well, JP, first of all, Wagwan. Hope you're having a good day.
Wagwan, W-E. What the fuck?
Wagwan, you're talking to the real, bro. You're talking to the real bad man that runs this place, United View.
Runs Kingston Bakuzi.
Exactly. Everything going to be Irie. I'm not going to be going carny this year because I run that place. Yeah, I am carny. Okay, I am carny. That is, people don't know this, but that is actually a celebration of just me. You know what I mean? I run that. Every float is a reference to me. Yeah, every song is a reference to me because that's what it is. Okay, real bad man.
Do you know what, guys? We actually do have to take Owen Carnival. I haven't been myself for many years. Just haven't. I used to go all the time as a kid. We actually, do you know what? We're doing that this year. End of August, isn't it? Bank holiday and that. We're going to do it. We're back from tour at the beginning of August.
Yeah.
We're going to do it. We're going to do it, guys. Yeah. Make sure you lot remind us near the time as well and keep on to this. We're going to do a little vlog of Owen, do you know what I'm saying? Going Carnival. We'll get a few guys together as well, see who's on it. Maybe drag in some of the guys at DR or whatever. Get AGT. He's part of the culture. He likes it. He understands. He understands it a lot.
Yeah.
But still, we can get some man them down there. You can come with me, Cecil. You know what I mean? Get maybe Matisse.
When we had White Yardie on for the Jamaica stream, I was
we'll go White Yardie.
Minutes. He knew straight away.
True.
That's why I'm called Hohen. You know what I mean? Yeah. He christened me with it. He knows.
Go down Ladbroke Grove, Hohen, catch a wine.
I used to live near there.
Did you? Oh, you used to live in Ladbroke Grove. Oh, there you go. So did I. I'm from Kensal Rise. Just up the road. So yeah. All right. Well, there you go. So familiar territory for you. Familiar territory.
Yeah.
Watsy. Big up Watsy says Amorim who? And Psychic Larry, we already obviously
done okay. At Mr. Husky 1017 super chatted $5 He tried, it didn't work. Amorim has just wanted to see what happened until end of season, but we move on. It's Carrick's time now. Hashtag Brunner record breaker.
Well, to be fair, and because I won't change history as well, Mr. Husky, I was of the mindset of
you did.
I was I was resigned to it at this point of just get to the end of the season, see what happens. You know what I mean? I didn't think he was going to go, but it kind of imploded, didn't it?
Yeah, so you literally thought he's not going to. Your thing was so. I remember Flex. I'm done. What's the point? Not going to sack him in European spots. No. Wait till the end of the season. There's no point us even getting angry about it. And then you click your fingers and it all changed so quickly. That is, I do remember that.
Read that
hold
one.
On. Lads, so Uncle said, if you don't care, do you promise not to react to it?
No.
Well, no, but you can't say that, Uncle, because what do you mean?
No.
That means also that we're not
Shut the channel down.
So our job is to talk about what's been like. I didn't agree with what Paul Scholes and Thingy did. Don't care. I don't agree with them. I'm still going to talk about it. They need to apologize.
Well, and also the reaction is don't care. You know what I mean? That is my reaction.
Yeah,
I don't care.
You will hear my opinion, which is I don't care. Yeah. And here's why I don't care. Here's why I think it's silly that he's talking. That's what we're here to do.
I think that's the one thing you can't do really is just to be like, I'm just not going to even acknowledge it at all, because that does a disservice to the statement itself, doesn't it? You know what I mean? Of just like you literally give it no attention, no coverage. The former Manchester United head coach putting the first statement out after he's been sacked. You've got to talk about it, even if your reaction is it does nothing to me, I don't care. You can't just ignore it. You know what I mean? Because that is when agendas get in the way, isn't it? Because then you're you're stifling news. You're going, I don't care, so I'm not going to report about it. Where does that line stop? You know what I mean?
Like Lil Yo said, that Uncle said, don't do your job. Don't do what this channel was created for, which is talking about all things Man United. Even if I don't particularly like said thing, I'm only going to talk about things I care about here.
Like, you know what I mean?
Which to be fair, is also our decision. Like, if this channel was called Mr. Fletcher United, I get that. But this actually, when I set this channel up, was not for that. Now, if this was on Football Flex and I went, just, you know what, I don't care that City fucking Shirky scored. I don't care. I'm not talking about that. Don't care. I don't care that Pep fucking cussed the officials. I hate Pep. I don't want to talk about it. It's just about me and my feelings. You come there to hear what I think. But something like the United View, which is for talking about everything that involves Man United, unless it's like
this show,
particularly this show, unless it's something that's like it's insensitive to talk about that, or that's something like that. Then we talk about it. That's what we're here for.
Yeah, it's the news. It's back into that territory, isn't it? We've experienced this quite a lot in the Man United world, whereby basically, if I don't like it, it's not real news, so I'm not going to talk about it. You know what I mean? Whereas
Uncle says
you have to talk about it warts and all, don't you? Good, bad, the ugly.
They start by saying he should do a subscription service. I said that, and send it to only those who want to listen. Now they're backtracking.
Did you
understand what at the beginning of the show? Yeah, in the in social bit.
I was doing the thumbnail at the time.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'll tell you what you should do. Set up a subscription service so you can opt in or out of whether you want it. But Uncle, do you not? Regardless of what, that's again what I think they should do. That's not going to stop me having an opinion on whatever it is. Guess what? If they did do that, do you know what I'd do? The show would be called Ruben Sets Up Subscription Service. And I'll be like, fucking hell, tell you what, I said he should. You'd get a reaction, bro. Are you okay, Uncle? You're turning from uncle to granddad, bro. You just lost the plot. You've lost the plot. In fact, not even granddad, because the granddad would have wisdom. You're acting like you got no wisdom. You got no life experience, bro. You're acting like a kid. Actually, you are a kid. You're not even uncle.
Uncle. Yeah, uncle. And you know what? I kept that secret for the longest time, by the way, uncle. You know what I mean? I kept that secret at the SJAs last year. Yeah. So that's like nearly a year ago. I got a message just before that from uncle being like, oh, this is who I am. Yeah. And I, at the time, was shocked. I was shocked. I was like, oh, he's not an old man. He's a guy. And then I kept that secret because I wanted to, keep kayfabe alive. I wanted to ensure that the character was still legitimate. And then it came out afterwards. Okay. So, yeah, exactly, Uncle. Come on, man.
It's mad. Like the things that Uncle's actually saying now is so mad. It's unbelievable. Because I said he should set up a subscription that, people should opt in and out. You're basically saying that I'm backtracking. I shouldn't talk about it. This is the exact reason why I should. It's an opinion on said thing. I don't get it. Yeah. What are you saying as well, Uncle? Do you want to see it? Forget what you keep talking about me. And what's your opinion? Do you want to see? Are you waiting for the fall off to drop on the 6th of February from J. Cole? Are you waiting for that out? Are you waiting for this drop? Are you waiting for Amorim to have his say? Where do you sit on this, bro? Because this is also what this show is for, about you lot's opinion, not just me and Owen say this and we all talk about what me and Owen say. I want to know what you lot are saying.
And like I said, where does it end when you do that? Because imagine turning into like the news or whatever, and they went, I don't know. Keir Starmer's released a statement today, but I don't care about it, so we're not going to talk about it. You go, well, you kind of have to. He's kind of in charge. You know what I mean? In the same way that Ruben Amorim, like, let's say who's the last Prime Minister, Rishi Sunak. If he said something else there, it would get coverage because he used to be in charge. It's the same with Ruben Amorim. You know, it's going to get talked about. He used to be in charge. Whether you care or not is kind of irrelevant, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It has to be covered. You know, that's how it kind of works. You know, so yeah.
I just don't get it. I just don't get it. Don't get it.
Oh,
so we will wait to the end of the season to see what he says. Even though I don't care, I'm going to wait and see what he says. And guess what? When he does, if he does say something, we will talk about our feelings towards what he said. Even though I don't care. Get that in your heads. Okay? That's what's going to happen. What are you laughing at?
No, it's kind of terrible, but now bruv says OJ and his Bronco subscription only. We don't want to cover it. You know what I mean? Imagine.
Oh,
it's the slow speed chase. The slow speed chase, and they go, but actually, I'm not really interested in this, so I don't want to talk about it.
Shout out people in the chat who put me onto Matisse's tweet because he is an absolute disgrace, bro.
What's he done?
He is a disgrace. What he's done is he triggered me the other day. Let me just send you the thread, Owen, then you can just see what I'm doing there. Here you go. Put that in the private chat. He drew me out, probably rage baiting, but I think he was being serious, but he probably was winding me up. With the Bruno thing, you know, you wanted him out, this, that, and the other. Yeah. And people have dug up something he said on March 16th, 2024. So if you click that, you see what he it's him and Toby. So if you go up and then you see a bit of context.
Wouldn't have given the Bruno. So who would this is
James,
Man United
so James
combined 11.
Yeah,
right.
So James is also part of this. Shout out James.
Right.
Yeah. He's kicked it off. Yeah. And then Matisse put underneath that at the time, I'm taking Jones, McAllister, and Elliott over Bruno. So Curtis
Harvey
Jones.
Elliott.
Yeah, Harvey Elliott at the time. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So obviously that's resurfaced. If you go down a bit, Matisse has already gone back to that.
Bruno's peak, I'm afraid, as well.
Yeah, there you go. So he's, and then I think even under that, I think he came back to it.
I'm gonna
February 3rd. There you go. So he knew from the 3rd of Feb that he was in big trouble. Jones, you're having a laugh. This is Bruno in his peak. I don't like it. So they're starting to get a bit twitchy. Then if you go back a bit more, there you go. He's come back to it 11 hours ago, going, "I'm in big trouble ×2 because I added him."
Yes, you
and
are.
He knows.
Yes, you are.
So yes, I shall see him. And I have another exclusive thing to reveal. Remember, we voice noted culture cams yesterday.
Oh yes, yeah,
yes. We voice noted culture cams yesterday. Oh, I spotted it here. I don't even know why I'm going to my phone. And technology and all that. And culture cams said this. Laughing emoji. I'm going to read it out like that AI. Laughing emoji, laughing emoji, laughing emoji. 3 in a row. Nah, bro. Bruno's better now. Bruno won me over under Amorim. This season, this is the first time I've liked Bruno. Odegaard's shit now. So he's not apologizing, but he is shamelessly saying he's now changed his opinion based on
he's
new
flip-flopping.
evidence is what he's saying.
He's flip-flopping.
He's flip-flopping. He's flip-flopping. Yeah, and Tobes as well. Tobes, I bring up the Tobes one. Tobes said something as well. I need to shout Tobes, actually. I'm going to see if he's free to come down to his
Well, you know what I would say with that, with culture cams? What he needs
he said Maddison is better. That's what Toby said.
I
argued with him. That's on. Sorry, just quickly. That's on video.
That's on the combined 11 thing.
No, when we was in America, we went to the Big Six household. Someone, you lot are in the chat. Was it in our vlog?
It might be in the vlog then. It'll probably be in the vlog.
It's in the vlog. Me and him were going mad.
Wow. Do you know what the problem is with that though? It's either in the vlog or it's in a video that never got released. Because remember we did one and
it's not in that one.
Released.
Yeah, no, that was the sit down one. This was me and him. I remember because I was sitting on the chair or he was standing up or vice versa, and we were going at it, going mad, and I was going Bruno. I was going Maddison. Are you? It's the LA vlog, innit? I need to find that. I need to find it right now.
It might be a long
carry
one,
on. Yeah,
it might be.
No, I'll find it. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, what I will say with culture cams is that requires a video. That requires a video. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
Accountability.
the apology. Yeah, exactly. We're all about the accountability here. And yes. So don't you agree, Asher? Does that need a video? Yes. Whilst Flex is looking for that also as well, I just wanted to have like a brief period of time where we laughed at Alejandro Garnacho, if that's okay. Because obviously he had some words to say prior to Chelsea's Carabao Cup semi-final against Arsenal at the Emirates last night, which of course they lost 1-0. They're out. And Garnacho, of course, or as culture camps would say, Garnacho, he had some things to say, which obviously riled up a lot of Man United fans on the game. Actually, you can go down there. Said, everyone knows how hard it is to play there at the Emirates. When we lost the first game, I saw a lot of people saying, yeah, but no one won yet at the Emirates. But now I think the view is a little bit more different. If, for example, Manchester United can beat them there, we can do it perfectly.
This is Culture Camps' boy. This is another one he has to be accountable for, like you said.
Yep, this is Alejandro. This is Alejandro Garnacho. This is the guy who, after said this, started on the bench. Just like he was doing at Manchester United, by the way, off the bench, impact sub, and they lost. And why did they lose? Because basically they tried to sort of sit behind the ball, not really do too much for 90 minutes, and they couldn't do it like Manchester United. And we didn't even really, sit behind the ball for 90 minutes. We took it to them. Yeah, we took it to them. So, Garnacho, no, Chelsea can't do what Manchester United did because you lost last night. On top of that, why'd you keep bringing up Manchester United, right? This is one where genuinely we're over it. I think I would never want to speak for the entire Manchester United fan base, but I think the vast majority would say over it. Could have maybe got a little bit more money for you, but we'll end up getting that money when you leave Chelsea in a couple of years, because you will. You'll end up leaving in a couple of years. We'll have a little bit from the salon fee. But yeah, couldn't do what Manchester United did.
No, you know what I mean? And bro, you don't play with us anymore.
Pause.
Pause. You don't play on our team anymore. And the way that he's getting dragged since going there is crazy. I'm not gonna lie, yeah. I was doing the thing of like, I don't even want to be that. When he left, I was like, I'm not gonna be that guy. I don't really care. Like, I ain't trying to just, weigh on him all the time and this, that, and the other.
No.
But the way he's moved and how shit he's been.
He keeps bringing it up as well.
He does. And I not defended him, but when he got asked the thing about, you got regrets about leaving Man United, I was like, yeah, of course he's going to say no. What's he supposed to say? Like, you're trying to just get a reaction out of him. So I didn't care about that. But just what I am happy about, it's less so him and it's more so Matisse / Chelsea, because finally we frauded them. Finally, we've committed a crime on them. Finally, bro, because they've been doing it to everyone. And actually, ironically, they say that with Kai Havertz. They probably haven't, actually. But you know what I'm saying? They keep doing it. They did it with Mason Mount. They've done it with other players. They're flogging, the worst version of Louise and Willian, the Sterling thing. They get away with it all the time. And to see how angry they are at him now for just seeing him just play football.
Yeah. It's quite funny, isn't it?
That's it. It's not like funny. He's done something off the pitch that's very controversial, or it's just letting him play. Just let him go play. And within, what are we in? February. How many months of the season has this been? August, September, October, November, December, January. For about 6 months. We're 6 months into the season. After 6 months, they've lost their will to carry on. Matisse, can you bring it up, actually? We won't get copyright, can you? Will it?
What?
If we play Matisse's crash out on this thing.
Oh, no. Yeah,
guys, we need to see the real damage of what's gone on. Go to Matisse's channel and go to his live from the West Ham game. Then you got to go to the comments, and then I think someone's timestamped it. If you bring it up in the middle so I can see it.
Okay.
And Matisse was doing the whole, I never wanted this guy, so I'm never going to get angry with him, because I goes, you will. I said, you're going to reach breaking point. And he reached breaking point, bro, on Wednesday. Against West Ham. It was poetic.
Just having a look now. Just got to find the comments. Someone have probably have done the Lord's work, as it were.
Yesterday, they did do it.
Chelsea equalised. Blah blah blah. Is it what specifically someone says? Garnacho. There you go. I think I found it. Yeah.
He goes. He loses his shit.
Here we go.
Look at him.
He must be boiling.
One switch. Hato, 2v1. Where's Garnacho? Where the fuck is Garnacho? If you can't dribble, why can't you track a man? You fucking dickhead. Where were you? Where were you on the underlap? Where were you on the underlap? Oh my God! This kid! This kid!
I'm clapping.
All you've got to do is track Wan-Bissaka. Do your job. Do your job. We got a 19-year-old at left back. The least you could do is don't let him get 2v1'd. What the hell is Hato meant to do? He's going up against one of the best right wingers in the league, and you don't even give him the support. Underlapping run from Wan-Bissaka. Where are you, Garnacho? Where are you? Where was you? You can't dribble. You can't cross. You can't shoot. You can't pass. You can't track back. What are you doing at my football club? What are you doing at my football club? I told these people about this guy. He doesn't even track back. He's not even working hard. Shirley from EastEnders. Shirley from EastEnders doesn't even want to lock up the pub.
I've got a gun, Phil.
Not even locking up the pub. Not even locking up the pub. It's the bare minimum you could do. Can't even be trusted.
Did you hear his heavy breathing there as well? Listen.
The pub. Not even locking up the pub. It's the bare minimum you could do.
It's this bit.
Can't even be trusted behind the bar. Serve your customers. You can't even do that. Fire her. Fire her. I'm sick of this guy. Dross player. Dross. Told you when he came in. Off the ball movement hype. Athleticism hype. But you're not off the ball movement when the ball is underlapping your fullback. You're not off the ball movementing. Why are you not moving with the ball?
Movementing? He's not even movementing.
The ball is underlapping your fullback. You're not off the ball movementing. Why are you not moving with the ball?
Movementing.
Man, I'm talking about off the ball movement. But then when the ball is needing to be moved for defending, he's not there. He's not defending. Okay. This is the experience, by the way. This is a player that has been playing the Premier League for 3 or 4 years. He's not a
wild, isn't it?
He knows he needs to track that man, but he can't be bothered. Lazy. Lazy.
You got another one there. Lazy.
This is 38 minutes into the game and 6 months into Garnacho's tenure.
Yes.
Oh, my goodness me.
But he can't be bothered. Lazy.
I don't think he's an answer.
Here we go.
He knows to avoid me. He knows.
Yeah, he knows.
He's got one more day because he knows
been the tweet. Yeah,
he knows what's coming. He knows what's coming tomorrow. The Bruno thing, and I already brought this up the other day. To be fair, but the Bruno thing, he knows he's in trouble. He's gonna dodge me until tomorrow. He's gonna dodge me.
Look at his face. That's what Garnacho does to a player, to someone.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Look.
Yeah.
Just
100%. Yeah. In fact, screenshot that actually because I've got a social clip to put out about Chelsea later on. That can that could go on there. All he says, Shirley from EastEnders, Mar wins the internet. Oh, mate. This is just what he does. Do you know what I mean? Keegan says that. Please keep Owen away from the muffins. They are not brand muffins, big man. Those are a real one. They're a one-way ticket. They're a one-way ticket.
Hey, you don't have to tell me about the muffins. Yeah, okay. Yeah. I know exactly what they are. They're premium, and they are gluten-free. They're vegan. I've heard. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Made from real plants. So, yeah. I'll probably have quite a few. You know what I mean? So no problem. I'll be fine.
Yes, Psychic says yes. I want to hear it, but if it doesn't, then whatever. That one was read out already, and we read Keegan already, etc. All right, Maguire transfer offers.
Yes, there was a little bit on Harry Maguire because obviously we know he's not going anywhere for now, but when it comes to the end of the season, his contract is coming up. And some interesting bits here from Richard Romano saying that several Italian clubs inquired about Harry Maguire in January, but Manchester United rejected all of the approaches. And I think, Flex, what it does open up the possibility, maybe we haven't really thought too much about this. When we're talking about Maguire and his future, would you give him a new contract, 2 years, etc.? Would he be happy to take a pay cut? That's to be possibly a backup option for Manchester United or a rotational option for Manchester United next season. What if he does get that offer from a club in Italy, and it's like, look, it's a decent club, it's a big club, and maybe it's similar to this reduced contract offer, but he's going to be playing every single week. New challenge, a league that might suit him a little bit better, a little bit slower. Have we kind of overlooked the possibility that when it comes to the end of his deal, if the options are reduced contract, stay at United versus similar contract but play every single week in Serie A, could he be tempted by that, do you think?
It's hard to say, really, because if Roma came through, or I don't know, Juve, or he could. First of all, Harry could easily play there. Easy, look at like a Chris Smalling vibe when he went to Roma for about a few years, didn't he? And was playing well, actually, Europa League.
Yeah.
I think Chris Smalling played Europa League final, didn't he? Or was it Conference League final? They reached the middle. I think they reached the Europa League final and lost, and the Conference League they won.
They won Conference League, and then year after they played Europa League, lost on pens to Sevilla.
That was it.
Meltdown.
But then the one before that was one where he got the tattoo, innit? He's like, I completed the set in it, or whatever it was.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure Chris Smalling played in all them games. But anyway,
pretty sure.
But Harry Maguire can do that, have that type of vibe anyway by going Serie A and playing for AC or playing for Juve or playing for Roma or Fiorentina or whatever it may be. So could he be tempted by that? I think it depends on the conversations that are going on. Obviously, there'll be a lot of talk around what's happening. So if that did land, he would be like, right, because he is in that position now where he can do that.
They're not Fiorentina, by the way. They're like,
are they? Oh, okay, right. I watch Serie A, so I don't know who's where, but I'm just thinking of the big clubs that I know. Yeah. I don't know, maybe a Como vibe, maybe do a Varane. Ain't they like mid-table?
Yeah, maybe.
Right,
they're like sixth. Yeah.
Yeah, beautiful place to live as well.
Lovely.
So let's say AC Milan gave him a pre-cut. Maybe AC Milan would be too high. Whatever. Como, like, give you a 3-year deal. Yeah. He would just say, look, I've got this here. I want to play next year. I want to know where I stand. Are you looking to offer me, or is it a Casemiro vibe? Like, what's, I mean? And the Casemiro one, we don't even know if he just was never offered or whether he both went, it's just time. We're really comfortable with that. You don't know which way round. In fact, we would have known. I think with the way that the sources are, we would know if it was Man United offered, but it was rejected, or we would probably get whispers of Man wanted to stay, but never got an offer. You know what I mean? Or, you know what I mean? So I think it's probably more mutual. But back to Harry Maguire, he could be swayed by that because it's about security, innit? It's about what's my next move. But his love for United and really wanting to be a United player, I do see someone like him hanging on to the end because in the summer, he's free anyway. So you've got the pick of even more people than now. So he will find a club. Someone will give Harry Maguire a contract, definitely in European football. 100% sure of that, especially on a free. His leadership, his physical dominance, he's in decent nick. I know he's had a few injuries here and there, but he's in decent nick. He's decent on the ball. If you're playing at a team that ain't going for a title or looking to go for the next thing, he can be a main centre-back in a lot of teams. So I don't think he'll be swayed by, like, if you don't hurry up and tell me I'm going to go Como and sign this, I think he's just a guy that will just wait to the end of the season for his options anyway.
I agree. I think it's one of those situations where I'm sure a lot of clubs across Europe will look at it and go, look, this guy used to be the Manchester United captain. And also from an international perspective, they've always seen him do well with England, reach a couple of finals. Obviously, he didn't reach the last Euros. He wasn't in the squad. He was injured. But obviously the Euros in 2021, which was he scored the penalty in the final. So he's got name value. And like you said, it's not as if he can't still perform to a high level. He can. So I agree with you. I think it might be one where let's wait till the end of the season and just see what's on the table, whether that's Man United, whether that's another club in the Prem, whether that's a club across Europe. I think it's that kind of, not stigma, but that reluctance from English players to play in Europe is kind of subsiding a bit. I still think a concern for some is that, if you play in Europe, you kind of go out the eye sometimes of like the England national team, don't you? But that's kind of changing a little bit too. So I could see him playing in Serie A and doing really well. I could. It's not as if he's doing badly at United either, is it? You know what I mean? So, yeah. I don't think it's like Casemiro, where, to your point, I think it was maybe just like a mutual, Cas maybe going to United. You're going to offer me a deal. I don't think you probably are. We're not really sure. We're thinking about exactly Asher. I'm sad to see him go. yeah, you kind of, you willing to offer me it? No. Let's just get out of the way then now. Let's just make the announcement. Then we don't have to deal with any of the drama.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
exactly.
Whereas
Then
Maguire, it's a bit closer, isn't it? So I'm not sure they can kind of make that until a few months' time, perhaps.
Exactly. And it's the right thing to do. I've got no problem. Harry's playing fine. He's top pro, head switched on. He's starting next to Alejandro Martinez. It's not like he's in the abyss, not getting any games, not playing. So you get frustrated and you fast track your moves. You know what I mean? When you're in a new feeling, you're one of the main guys again now, this, that, and the other. You just get on with it to the end of the season, which is what will happen. And then maybe a couple of months before the end of the season or something like that, we may see something come through. But yeah, I'm not sure yet. We'll have to see. Yeah. Right, that is it. Everything wrapped up. Big up to each and every single one of you. Of course, if there's news throughout the day or anything to bring you, we will.
No, we won't, because if we don't care about it, we're not allowed to react to it.
If I feel like I care about the news, I'll bring it to you later. If I don't, then I might see you tomorrow morning, because I have to decide then if I care about the news as well. If I ever see you again, maybe I will. Maybe I just won't see you until it's something I care about.
This be it. Yeah, let's wait till next season.
Do you know what? Something I do care about is I'll tell you what I do care about.
Done okay.
Oh,
yeah, we did okay.
At Danielle Luciano 8,240 super chatted $4.99. Flex, the teachers did a potluck after school. Someone made a rum cake. It was so strong we had to take him home, and couldn't eat it before driving.
Bloody hell, how much they put in there?
Big thing. Who did that though? Flex, the teachers did potluck. Someone made a rum cake. It was... Who? What? Is that true? So, or you mean it? Are you laughing at someone who got drunk off eating off the cake?
That's what he's saying. He's saying the teachers did a potluck after school. It was so strong we had to take him home.
Take who though? Who's him?
I guess one of the teachers.
One of the teachers.
Yeah.
Jesus. And that can happen from rum cake.
There you go. Look, I had no idea it was so strong. Make a teacher. What would that sound like, Fleck? What would that sound like?
What?
Him saying, "I have no idea it was so strong."
What, the Jamaican teacher saying that?
Yeah.
I mean, I know this a cake that's so strong, you know. I mean, I know the cake that's strong, you know. You say the cake that's strong, I lick off me, I thought this cake is strong, you know. I'd probably say something like that. Bombo. See the cake, the cake is strong, I lick off it, you know. That's what it sounds like.
His advice not to drive, what would that sound like as well, Fleck?
He's a drive. You can't go, you can't drive, you know. Lord God, you know, see 2, 3, 4, 5 road in your place, you know. When I drive, I can't see nothing, you know. You keep drunk, you know, you can't drive a car, you know. That's what it sounds like. That's what it sounds like. I'll make you some rum cake, Owen. Make that at my house sometime.
Oh, God.
My grandparents make that as well. And my aunties and that. I don't even really like it like that, because it's got raisin in it as well. I don't really like that.
But, I don't like raisins.
The rum cake mash you up, bro. Mash you up. Like Mike says, sufferings are not sufferings. A narcissist needs to control the narrative. Yeah, there you go. All right, big up, people. Big up. That's what I was gonna say. The only thing I do care about is N'Golo Kante down tools to force his move through to Fenerbahce. What a lucky team Fenerbahce are. Fred and Kante running around in their centre midfield. Unbelievable.
Imagine. Work. Oh my God.
Unbelievable work, mate. You don't want to play them now. I'll tell you that.
Exactly, Ash. I can't believe it either.
Big up, guys. We are out of here. Take care. Have a blessed day. I'll check out my video on Football Flex as well about Rafinha and their shit performance. Take care. Peace.